Ciao Juventini of the world. It is nearly 2 a.m. my time. I was missing the late night videos, my weekly appointment with Mohamed El Shahali. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. How are you, Giuseppe?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I had some busy days lately. Was not always easy to do everything, but I try to. We had a bit of rest with the international breaks. You were not on the channel, but you are back. Where were you all the time? Were you at the party with McKenny and Dybala, or
No, home.
no?
Did
You
not.
were not invited.
Sorry?
You were not invited.
I was not invited. I think I rejected many times. That's it. They said we're not inviting this guy anymore. He's boring.
Okay. Well, maybe you were the neighbor. You were the one that called the police.
Ah, you know, I would have done the same. I don't
Yeah.
care who is doing the party, who's doing what. We are in a very tough situation. We're almost there. Like there's only a little bit more, and we're done with it. So let's follow the rules, guys.
I would absolutely, because you know me since long. I'm following 100% all the rules. I don't know if I would have called the police. I don't know. I don't think I would have called them, but motivations were there. He explained. I can understand one part, the other parts, whatever. We are here for il derby della mole antonelliana, derby of Torino. It is not Barça versus Espanyol. It is not Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid, Milan versus Inter. It's a different derby in the recent years because it was a big one years ago, but it is still an important, crucial game where everything can happen. A lot of time we solve the game in the last seconds of the game with goals. I remember Pirlo, Quadrado, Bonucci, that really saved and gave us the 3 points in the last minutes of the game. I expect also tomorrow a thriller. If we still don't know who will be in the goal. Will it be Pinsoglio? Will it be Chesney? We will see tomorrow, or maybe later with the lineups. But I'm happy that you are here, that we can speak again about tactics and about football more. Really happy.
Yeah, thanks. I'm happy to be back, and it's a tough situation for Juve, but we never give up. We always follow them. We always have to win.
Quadrado said exactly the same words. We go to Torino, we play a derby, we go for the win. And for the people that are new to the channel and that are watching for the first time, what Mo is doing on the channel, we are speaking about tactics. We are going through the probable lineups. That's one. We also show an image of the history that Mo always surprised me with. And then we go really into the tactics. What are the strengths of Torino? What we have to pay as Juventus attention to? And then where we can be really strong because they are quite weak at. So Mo analyzes the game. He showed with really beautiful arrows and boxes, and you will understand it really well. So don't forget, subscribe to the channel, put a maximum of like, and we start immediately. And we go back to really long time ago, Mo.
Yeah, so this picture is a relic. That's the first game between Juventus and Torino, just after Torino was created in 1907. Torino, they won 2-1. And just to remind people, Torino was actually created by officials from Juventus who left Juventus and they went there.
That's crazy.
And ever since the rivalry was becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and we had El Grande Torino and like the Superga and all these things that happened. But the rivalry is huge, and you go to Torino, a lot of fans are following Torino. I would say even more than Juve fans. Juve fans, you're gonna find them a little bit everywhere in Italy, but Torino is like that cheering club. It became that.
Yes. even if in the last years with 9 Scudetti in a row, we are preparing the generations to be really also Juventini in Torino themselves. But it's true that traditionally a lot more are from Torino, are supporting Torino, and that's why we are always really happy to sing Torino e Bianconera when we win the game. But
Yeah.
really beautiful archive picture, 1907. We played 202 official games versus Torino. We won a lot of them. I don't remember by heart. I prepared it the last time. So we go immediately more to the rankings.
Yeah, so Torino is sitting 1 point above relegation. They're in a very, very bad shape. They sacked their coach, Giampioli, and now they have a new one, David Nicola. So, things are changing, all that. They brought in some new players during the winter break, but they're still in a very, very bad shape. You can see most of their 6 games, they lost 3 of them. They only won 2, so they need to step up. They need as many points as they can. Otherwise, we're gonna see Torino in Serie B.
Mm. And if
For
Torino goes
us,
to Serie B, that means that Mandragora, they will not buy him and they will give
yes,
it to us.
yes, and Belotti could leave too.
Yeah, true. But it will
For
never
us,
come to Juve.
we're sitting third, 10 points from Inter. It's getting tougher and tougher. It's becoming, it's not impossible to get there, but uh, we have now the same number of games, huh, with
Yeah,
Inter. So that excuse of having one game in hand is not there anymore. Atalanta, they have the same number of points, so this is a danger too. And Napoli is just there, just 2 points away, and we're gonna play them the next game. So we have to watch out.
I don't know. Until I don't see the two teams on the field, I don't know. But normally, yes. Normally, yes.
Normally, so the obviously our every all the games will be played tomorrow,
Yeah.
because of Easter. Uh, and the most important ones are Milan, Sampdoria, Napoli, Crotone, our game, and Bologna, Inter.
Yeah.
So these are the direct rivals that could take our spots, basically.
We have to pay attention also, not only the one in front of us, but also the teams behind us. This is a reality, something that Juventus in the last year, we never had to fight for being in the top four. So this is a reality, and we have to show that we are really strong. Uh, we were making a joke in the beginning of the video about the party and so on. So we know that McKennie will not be there, Arthur will not be there, and Dybala for choice of Juventus.
Yeah,
Buffon will not be there because he's suspended for something that he did in December 1897.
okay.
Then we have who else is not there? Demiral and
Bonucci.
Bonucci because they are COVID tested
Yes,
positive.
yes.
So
And there is a risk too. There is Tech. He might not be there, but I still put him. Uh, I didn't put the 2 Italian players, Chiesa and Bernardeschi, because there is still a chance that they're not there. Verratti just tested positive today, so
I know.
I'm assuming that the worst case scenario for this game, and that's why I picked. We have in defense De Ligt, Chiellini, Sandro. Danilo will go in the midfield.
Mm.
It was a choice between Bentancur and Ramsey. I picked Ramsey on the left and Rabiot on the right. Quadrado is going to play and he's going to be key. And you have Kulusevski on the left. This is if Chiesa plays, then you would have Chiesa instead of Kulusevski
On the left.
on the left.
Makes sense. Quadrado has to play. We saw with Benevento uh, how much he was missed, especially
Yes,
for here.
absolutely. In defense, we're going to have our captain, Chiellini. Hopefully, he's in good shape and he remains in good shape. That's. Hope he can put some order in that defense. We rely on his experience, so that's why I highlighted him.
What about
Uh,
Torino?
for,
Oh, you
for
wanted to continue on
no,
you?
now for Torino. Let's go to Torino. 3-5-2. They have Belotti and Sanabria up front. I didn't put Zaza there. He's gonna probably come in the second half and bother us. Ansaldi and Muro, they could exchange positions. So Ansaldi could go on the left and Muro on the right. Mandragora will be key
Mm,
because he not only he provides good passes, but he also infiltrates the box. So
yeah.
this is really important, and he's really dangerous. And Rincon, we know him really well. In defense, Bremer is really interesting, but Nkulu, who was one of their most used players, not there,
And Singo is as well not there.
and Singo is not there. So in defense, they're gonna put five players.
Yeah.
So it's 5-3-2. They're gonna remain almost the same shape, but with more players in the back.
I don't like when you say that the goalkeeper will be key, because every time you say that, then it happens as well. And the goalkeepers in defense, they are becoming prime buffons every time.
And the funny part is, I watched a lot of clips of Torino, and he's been really bad this season.
Sirigu,
Sirigu.
yes.
He's been really, really bad. He made like very stupid mistakes. But again, against Juventus, you're gonna see prime Sirigu or prime Buffon.
Eh, I
So
agree with you. Unfortunately, I agree. Tomorrow you will do a top game. By the way, I forgot to say a happy birthday to Adrien Rabiot today on the 3rd of April. So not your
yes,
time yet, Mo. But today, 3rd of April, we'll play a game and Rabiot will start, and it is his birthday. So
yes,
who knows? Who knows? Rabiot may be celebrating not only his birthday but also a goal.
and he
Where
plays
are
well with France, huh? So
yeah,
I hope he plays well with us.
let's see, because he also did an assist with France.
That's true.
Juve
It,
Torino, that's the
yes,
home game, right?
yes. So I watched the full game again. Now it's true that we changed coaches. Like they have a new one right now, but from the last clips I've watched, they're very dangerous on corners, and this is what happened against us too. 8 minute, you have Ansaldi who passed the ball there. Meitin, Kulu, all these guys are dangerous. Belotti, we're gonna have a zoom on him, but you're gonna see how many players are on Belotti.
You see it immediately. Yeah?
Yeah. So Meite has the ball. He passes between Bentancur and Bonucci, and Kulu was behind Bonucci, and he was able to take the ball in a very dangerous area. And this is a huge mistake.
Mm.
So you see, you have Chiesa who's turning his back, Ronaldo who's a bit far, Bonucci who's a bit far. So you have all that space for Nkulu in front of Chesney, and he scores. And again, look at Belotti. You have four players on him.
Yeah. Why do we think that? Is it really a strength of Torino, or is it even a weakness of Juve at that
It's
moment?
both,
Both, huh?
both, both. Because even against Inter, their goal was a corner, similar thing. They pass it inside the box and then they find a way to shoot and score.
So the importance of Belotti being able to take away four players, give more space to the other ones.
Exactly.
Second strength.
Yeah. So again, same game. We have Belotti here who received the ball. They took the ball from us, so this is a counter here, and you have Zaza between Danilo and Bonucci. Belotti was really smart. He passed the ball, and Zaza was able to go in front of the two, Bonucci and Danilo. So this was a huge mistake from our defense, and Zaza was able to shoot, but Tech saved it.
Is it something repetitive of Torino to do this
Yes,
kind of counter attacks?
yes. And now they have Sanabria, who's really good as well.
The difference should be that playing with Chiellini, you don't play as high as with Bonucci Delete. So that can help us a bit on paying attention.
That's right.
And then you have a third strength.
Yeah, so this is it was against Sassuolo. They were actually losing 2-0, and at the last minute here Zaza scored the third goal. So you can see Ansaldi uh, passing the ball all the way there, and Zaza was really smart in this case. I don't say that often, so but he scored a really nice header in the
Mm.
last minute. So this is something we should watch out as well. Those counters when Zaza is playing, Zaza and Belotti. One thing I want to show in this is look at where Mandragora is. You see him? Exactly. He's gonna be inside the box.
Mm.
So we have to watch out for that.
So if we do a recap, they are really strong in corner kicks because Belotti is really super important. He's taking away a lot of players, giving space in the box. Pay attention to the counter attacks. Where you showed two different images. The first one was really clear with Belotti that was able to find Zaza. Now we play with Sanabria, who will be even faster. But we have Chiellini, should be a bit easier for us. And then we see that not only with counter attacks playing really fast, but also the positioning of Mandragora that will really important in the game. Is that correct?
Yes,
I'm a
absolutely.
good student, I think.
You're a good listener.
I'm a good listener. By the way, for people that are watching tomorrow, we will be on Juventus Twitch, and I'm super happy because tomorrow for the first time we will have a guest of India, DJ from India, and that's really amazing. Why? Because on the channel as well we have an amazing big community of people from India watching the channel every single day, supporting, putting a maximum of like and whatever you want. And then tomorrow on the official Juventus we will have someone from India. Why am I saying that? Because Mo, every time I steal your work of the tactics and I show them. I always mention you, but I show them there because it's so well done, and I love to praise your work on the Juve channel as well, Mo.
It's always a pleasure. I always like to share that with everyone.
And where, because it's fine to speak about where Torino is really strong, but where can we win? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so we scored two goals against Torino. This is one of them. The second one is very similar. So you had a corner there, and then it went out. Cuadrado was smart. That's why he's key tomorrow. He brought the ball back inside the box, and you can see you have McKennie, Bonucci, Ronaldo, De Ligt. They're already there. And you have Singo, Linetti, Lianco. They're trying to watch these players, but you have Nkulu also who's not watching anyone. So this is the weakness of them. And then boom, McKennie was able to go in front of Singo and Lianco, and he scored a very nice goal.
His first goal with Juve. Tomorrow he will not be there, but that was his first goal. I'm expecting something from the Ligt tomorrow. I wish Rabiot for his birthday so that we can celebrate, but
Yes,
I don't know. It's since the beginning of the week that I have the Ligt in mind. I have the Ligt in mind. So that's the first one, and then we have a
that's the
second
first
one
one.
as well from corner
Yeah,
kick.
yeah. So this is against Crotone. You have they lost 4-2. That
Hmm.
was the last goal. Unas was received the ball. There was a foul there. So you have Bonazzoli, who's a striker, Mandragora, and Rodriguez, who were on him. So three players. And if you see the next slide, he dribbled all of them. He passed them easily. So now you have Lianco, you have Itzo. These guys are ready for him. And then if you see the next slide, he passed them easily as well, and he scored. It was a really, really nice goal
So
by him.
how can we recap these two these two weaknesses? Would you say a kind of unorganization in defense?
Yes, absolutely. They have a big problem with that. They have some interesting players like Bremer, but he's still young. He needs a lot of discipline and unexperience. You have also lack of concentration. So all these we can take advantage of that and score goals. We can dribble them. We can send crosses in there, and that's why Cuadrado is really important. He can dribble. He can send those crosses. You have Chiesa from the other side as well, who can dribble. So these are the two key players that I expect to do a lot of damage to the Torino defense tomorrow.
Who's the man to watch out?
Belotti, there is no question about that. Top goal scorer for them, top assist man. Like he's doing everything for that team. I think you remove Belotti and that team would be like last or already.
They're already 17th with Belotti, yeah?
Exactly.
And you choose a picture with Bonucci randomly like that, or there
No,
is
of course not. Because of his son, he loves Belotti. Maybe he can convince Belotti to come to Juventus. It would
is he a
be
player
a
that you would love
betrayal.
to? Would you love to have him at Juve?
Yeah, yeah, I would. He's still young. He showed how good he was for from a very young age. I think it's time for him to take the next step, either with us or with another club.
I think if he leaves, I don't know, but if he leaves, I feel he will go to Milan.
Mm,
I think at Juve because now he's captain, he's a starter, undiscussed starter.
yeah,
Yes, going to a bigger team makes sense. I would love to have him as well, but as a bench starter, not as a starter.
yeah,
I don't know if it would be ready to accept it, but you never know in life. Uh, Mo,
exactly.
the last thing, the prediction.
Oh man, I thought you forgot.
Oh, no, I didn't. Look at that. It's already prepared. Prediction for tomorrow.
We're gonna win 2-1 again. It's
You
gonna
want
be a tough game.
you want to go through the goal scorers?
Ooh, Cuadrado will score one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, maybe it's his team. Huh? Maybe he can. Let's see, guys. Let us know in the comments what your predictions are for tomorrow game. If you want to add who will score, let us know. I had again 22 amazing minutes together with Mo. I don't know when you will be able to see it, but don't forget maximum of likes, subscribe, and don't forget with all the big community of India, of Nepal, but also from Canada, USA, Australia, Italy. Tomorrow be there, spread the word because we have to show on Twitch that we are supporting our team Juventus. So be on the Juventus Twitch channel. It will be just amazing. Thank you, Mo. It was again a pleasure to be together with you. And as per tradition, you close the video today. Ciao, Mo.
ciao. So thank you everyone for watching. I know it's tough times for us, but we should never give up on the team. No matter what they're doing, we should always support them till the end, and we wish them all the best. We want them to win all the 9 games without any exceptions. So thank you all, and see you the next.